Day one of trying to build a fun rally truck, we already have our first problem. Get credit card machine. But these look good. So good. So cool. We have got deliveries showing up. The 2022 Tundra has accessories and the 2021 GMC has accessories. But we're gonna skip the Tundra, go to the Sierra first because I'm so excited about this one that we can't wait any longer. This is gonna be one of the more controversial accessories I've ever put on any vehicle because if you remember about 6 months ago, I tore something off of this truck. Right, I tore off the mud flaps, but the original plan was to put bigger tires on this truck, but now I remembered that these exist and these are gonna go on instead. So these are mud flaps, but these aren't any ordinary mud flaps. These are ROKBLOKZ mud flaps, come in a great organized package, but these are what you like to see on rally cars. Now, this may not be a car, but we can sure add some horsepower with these mud flaps. These were custom ordered. I did the gray. I did the gray logo with the black. You can order these in any color that you want. I wanted a little more subtle look. Now the best part about these is that they come with sweet tarts, so you know you have to buy them. They're about 150 bucks, so not bad for all four. You order them however you want. You get a couple logos and things like that. All the hardware you need, and then the bracket. But we can't install them just yet, and the wheel wells are a mess, and we need to bolt them up right back here. So we're gonna go ahead and get these cleaned up first. Here's a preview for the Tundra video. We're gonna do that next week, so stay tuned to see that one go on. But let's get back to the GMC. Now the benefit to doing this on a rainy day is that since the roads are wet, it's only gonna help clear up those wheel wells. But on that note, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We're really trying to get videos posted consistently, constantly, year round. So make sure you subscribe to see what's coming next. We're trying to do bigger and better things with every video. So make sure you stick around and see what's coming up. We made it to the brand new car wash. Let's see if we're gonna get lucky with the credit card machine. And the answer is yes. It's got the slot. I think we're good. The most common question I get is, Nikki, how do you clean your wheel wells? I'm glad you asked because we're gonna show you. We're gonna show you with all the information. We're gonna rinse it. Now I do have one pretty decent sized concern before I put these things on, and that is when I ripped out the factory mud flaps, the only photos that ROKBLOKZ has on their website is trucks with their mud flaps plus the factory mud flaps. All the pictures online have the factory mud flaps in place, and I don't know if it needs that support of the factory mud flap for this to be able to hang on to the fender liner of the truck. Most trucks don't have factory mud flaps behind an aftermarket mud flap, which I think is really weird, but I've already removed mine and put, a Sharp Truck mud flapless cap on there to make it a clean look. There's nothing on the internet that says if this works or not. So we're gonna be the first ones to figure this out, and we're gonna share it with everybody, and that way y'all know too. Let's take a look at what comes with the ROKBLOKZ mud flaps and what let's see what it looks like to put on. So we've got 3 items. I really want to point out how nice that packaging actually was. A lot of times when you order things right now, it's mixed up, broken, or if you order shocks especially, they're always poking out of the box. So this was really nice, really contained inside that box, really organized. So as we said before, you get your 4 mud flaps, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Comes with little sweet tarts. Most important thing, most expensive sweet tarts you've ever bought in your life. But a little instruction pamphlet. They've got a QR code for instructions, which is nice, so we'll check that out. We have 2 brackets here. This is for the rear, so this is something specific for the backside. And then you've got your mounting hardware. Bag is labeled front, and this bag is labeled rear, so you don't have to figure out what goes with what. These are very different sets of mounting hardware, so it's nice that they had that set up already. Okay, so a quick look at these before they go on. Logo looks really nice. Again, you can pick any color you want. You can have lime green, red, yellow, blue, whatever you want. Really neat that you can customize it. I just wanted the gray, wanted to be subtle, but this is the reason why I like these. They're very flexible. If you hit them on a rock, they're not gonna break. And you know, it gives some leeway in winter conditions or something like that where you get some buildup. That plastic's not gonna snap off because something gets built up on here. Okay, after watching the install instructions from ROKBLOKZ directly, it's like the best install video ever, so I'm not gonna try to compete with it. I'll show me installing it, but I'll have a link to the instructions down below if you'd like to see a step-by-step. I've got my tools here. we're gonna get rolling on it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, day one of trying to build a fun rally truck, we already have our first problem. So your not mechanically inclined show host has some things to show you. Front ones look awesome. They really do. They came out super good. I love how the gray color almost matches the color of the paint. Super sharp. I did have to do some modification on the inside here, so it is a little exposed where the liner is no longer existing. And I did the Sharp Truck mud flap deletes from the factory, so because you have to modify it a little bit, but that wasn't that hard. It's pretty self-explanatory when you get to that point. But they've got great coverage off the side, super cool looking. I really like them, really like the look that it gives. But the problem is with the rear of the truck, these did not go on at all. They just didn't. So I'll show you what happened. So for the rear, you have these brackets which help support the mud flap. And I've already cut this one, trying to make this one work. This normally has a tab that comes out. It goes right in here. But this fender liner is so much different than what ROKBLOKZ has on their website in their demo video, which is a great instructional video, but it's different. And they had an AT4, so I don't know if the elevation is really that different in the wheel well. It's kind of a weird thing to have different. But the reality is in order to, I think this is very doable. Just need to cut some of this fender liner. I tried to get it started up here. I left it alone when I realized that to make the rest of this work and kind of improv a little bit, I need to take the tire and wheel off to get a drill to come in and drill holes in these slots right here and here. And to get that in there straight, you just have to take the wheel and tire off. There's no way around it. The Sharp Truck mud flap delete doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. That can stay there, but to get this on, this tire's got to come off. That's definitely something I wasn't expecting, and the reality is I don't have a floor jack. I don't have one. I've been in apartments for a long time. I'm finally in a house now, but I just have never bought a floor jack. And the factory jack on these trucks are terrible. When you put larger tires on them, they just don't work. So first mud flap looks great, looks awesome. Still really like it. I'm really excited to get them on the back of the truck. I'll probably do the rear here shortly. I'll try to get a jack this week, try to have it in the next video. So the next video is going to be about the Tundra, putting some parts on that. So hopefully I'll get a jack by then. We'll finish this up. I'll show a quick after video of everything put together in that video. Let me know what you think. Do we keep going with the rally truck look? Do we keep going with rally mods, performance? But yeah, that's going to do it for this one because that's where we're at. They look so cool. They're just, I mean, let's be real. Half the people in the world hate mud flaps. I deleted the original factory ones, but these look good. So good. So cool. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you think about them. If you are one of the people that hate mud flaps, let me know. And if you love them, let me know too. Anyways, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.